We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is chocolate lightning from Volcanic peppers. And this was one that decided to go with a really illegible label. Wow, that's not really readable. All right, so we won't worry about that. We have a heat scale over here on the side. And let's take a look here at our ingredients. We have, nope, this is the address. Where are, oh, there. Here's our ingredients. Fortunately, they are not in that awful text, but they're not great either. They are vinegar, chili peppers, water, sugar, salt, garlic, xanthan gum, and lemon extract. So, I guess we're going to have to fight this thing after all. Any hot sauce manufacturers out there, please do not do this. This sucks. Alright, so we got a chocolate habanero. We have the Butalokia. We've got smoked habanero. We've got, which of course we know as ghost pepper. And we've got the Moruga scorpion. So we've got 3 super hots, depending on if you consider habanero or chocolate habanero a super hot. Some people do, some people don't. And it is all, you can see there is some particulates here. It is this very, very nice brown color. And I usually don't say that about brown, but here it looks really gorgeous because it's got a lot of orange and reddish hues to it as well. Alright, let's crack this open here. And see, we have the restrictor top, which you definitely need. This is really very watery, like a sort of like a Louisiana style sauce. And that, I don't know if that's what they're going for or not, but I would say it's not far from the mark, if so. You can see we got this just beautiful color. This is so pretty. You know, and I mentioned that, you know, because a lot of people, I think, feel that maybe it doesn't matter as much, but I do. I mean, right? You eat first with your eyes and then with your mouth. So, okay, let's, oh boy, I can smell this already. It smells so good. Let's get to it. First thing you get right away is the habanero. Right away. The chocolate habanero, which has very different flavor notes from the other habaneros. And you get a little bit of that smokiness too from the smoked habanero that's there. Backcurrant, definitely picking up some of the flowery notes of the scorpions. And there's sort of a vague heat that could be really any of those. I'm not getting anything that I would say I would peg as a ghost. And it's very, very habanero forward though. That is by far the most of what I'm getting out of this. It's quite good. It is very, very, very vinegary, though. There's no getting around that. So, I mean, as far as a Louisiana-style sauces, definitely is right on the money there. You know, and they're good for a lot of stuff, like creamy things, such as mac and cheese. which I just happen to have right here. Let's throw a little bit of that on in there. All right. Some pooling going on. This is one that I remembered fondly, more fondly as it turned out than I remembered from the review I wrote at the time. I look back and read the review. Usually I don't like to alter any of my past blog reviews, which of course are available below. But this one it's kind of interesting for me to go back and look at my impressions, because the testing methodology, which is available, right at the beginning of the blog, really has not changed at all over the course of it. All right, let's get into this. Oh man, that's so good. This is a sauce that's not great by itself, but when you mix it with food, it really jumps alive. You get a lot. Smoked habanero is. I'm not really, like I said, never really been a huge fan of the habanero pepper, but you smoke it or you flame roast it, and I'm there. And that, I think, is one of the more interesting things about this. Volcanic definitely has some quite intriguing sauces. You get that little bit of vinegar in there. Cut through some of the cheesiness here, some of the creaminess. I consider this a nice change of pace sauce. Like, I would not want this to be my go-to for Louisiana style sauce, because I really, really like to have just a more stripped down basic sauce. But this one is just nice to throw on for a change of pace. And it works really well, I think, almost anywhere that you would use a Louisiana style sauce. Strips, wings, and I don't like vinegar, especially on pizza. So I'm not in love with it in that setting, but I'll throw it on a burger. Throw on some eggs. Oh, it's so good on eggs. It's a pretty versatile sauce as far as that goes, as long as it's something that's going to want some vinegar. If you're putting on something where you don't want vinegar, for instance, it might be something you regret. That was good. This is the triple cheese version of this. I usually don't like the powdered kind, but that was got a not a bad little burn going. I mean, it's enough. It's just a very nice sort of warmth. It's not overpowering. It's not making me scream for ice cream or anything like that. It just is pleasant. It's kind of that thing that, when you're cold days, right, and you're huddled up in the blanket and you're all cozied. It's kind of like that feeling just in your mouth. And I think that's really one of the greater appeals to being a chili head, is to do stuff like that, where you can just, it's like you sit by a fireplace, right? Or you take a slug of a really nice bourbon. You got some of the burn, you got some of that warmth, and you got that flavor, and it's just nice. It's just very comfortable and engaging. I mean, some people like to light themselves on fire too. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a time and a place for that also, but it's nice. It's just nice. Yeah, that's the word I want. It is a nice heat. Very, very comforting, warm, calming kind of I'd say calming. Just a good heat that you can cherish and enjoy. And I appreciate that. That's this is a really good sauce. This is another sauce I feel like chili heads in general should try. Definitely like what they've done here. So, but there it is: volcanic peppers, chocolate lightning, habanero hot sauce, basically in the Louisiana style. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.